Imagine, if you will, walking through the bustling streets of modern-day New York City, but armed with nothing more than an 18th century musket and a set of ideas straight out of 1791. Sounds absurd, right? Well, that's exactly what I did. You see, I decided to conduct a little time travel experiment. No, not the kind involving flux capacitors or DeLoreans, but a journey back to the roots of America's Constitution. Armed with a musket, a quill, and a handful of homemade pamphlets, I set out to experience the founding document as it was originally intended. Walking through the streets, the reactions were mixed, to say the least. "You're going to shoot some redcoats?" one passerby joked. At my local coffee shop, a fellow customer, eyeing the bayonet attached to my musket, quickly insisted, "You go first. I'm not arguing with someone holding that thing." But this experiment wasn't just about causing a stir. It was about understanding and invoking the First and Second Amendments as they were during the times of our founding fathers. So, with my quill pen, I scratched out messages advocating freedom and handed them out, just as the pamphleteers of yore. I visited coffee houses and taverns, the historical hotspots for revolutionary ideas, where I engaged in spirited debates. No Zoom, no social media, just face-to-face conversation. It was enlightening and, admittedly, a bit challenging. Now you might be wondering, why go through all this trouble? Well, as Hamilton wrote in Federalist No. 1, numerous and powerful forces can give false bias to judgment. In this age of digital echo chambers, returning to the tangible, gritty roots of constitutional freedoms felt like a breath of fresh air. It was a reminder that these rights and liberties were fought for with quills and muskets, in taverns and on the cobblestone streets. So, what did I learn from living like it's 1791 in the heart of modern New York? Apart from the fact that muskets are incredibly inconvenient in a city environment, I discovered the power of historical context. Our constitutional rights weren't just abstract ideas penned on parchment. They were practical, vital tools of everyday life and survival. This experiment, quirky as it was, taught me the importance of understanding and appreciating the origins of our freedoms. And perhaps it might inspire you to look at the past, not just as history, but as a living, breathing influence on our present. Join me again as we continue to explore and challenge the ways we think about our history and our world today. Until next time.